Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Alejandro Luna, and I have come here today to talk to you about something that I am very, very passionate about. But before I begin, I want to interact with me a little bit. I want to ask you a very quick question. Has everyone here had their breakfast yet? I want a show of hands, please. If you're not, what we're about to do here is going to make you a lot more hungry. Now, I want another show of hands. I want to know who here has made their own breakfast today. That's very little people out of approximately 30 people that we have here. And now I want you to do a little experiment with me. I want everyone here to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine your favorite food, your favorite meal. Picture it in your mouth. And I want you to imagine the senses, the taste, the textures, and the temperatures. But most importantly, I want you to think about how that dish makes you feel inside. Does it bring you warmth, happiness, or is it perhaps a cold bowl of ice cream in a hot summer day? Does it remind you of your grandmother's house? Or does it remind you of that special, safe place? Now open your eyes, everyone. And let's analyze this experience a little bit. How is it that food, something that serves as a basic necessity to human beings, how is it that food is able to bring us such powerful emotions and feelings and memories? Why do we not experience this with other basic human necessities? Food has always been extremely important to the human experience since the origins of mankind. And let's explore this relationship a little bit. Food has changed and evolved over thousands of years. As you can see in this picture in the left, we were originally hunter-gatherers. We were nomads. We didn't settle in one place or another. We simply migrated out of the African continent into the tundras of the Far East and traveled through Asia, through the Bering Stretch, to the rest of the world, seeking warmer climates, seeking different types of food. And across the way, we encountered different foods, maybe different berries or bushes, different animals that we could hunt for meat. But this all changed when humankind developed agriculture, because now food was something that was readily available across the vast stretch of human settlements that existed. Food was no longer something that we had to struggle for or fight for. Food represented home, because that's where we grew it. And that's when food turned into a comfort. And that is when the spark of human creativity and ingenuity came into play, and we started experimenting with our food. We started experimenting with different ways to store and different ways to cook grains, meat, fruits, and vegetables that we grew across the vast array of human settlements. And this is why I want to tell everyone here today that everyone should learn how to cook. Because food is essential to us. It is important to us. It enables us to create feeling in other people. And that's what I want to share with you today. Number one reason why I think everyone should learn how to cook. It's practical. Everyone here is an adult. And look at this as the first dimension in learning how to cook. Think about you being an adult and not even being able to cook a cup of rice. How does that make you feel? You're going to have to live off on your own eventually and go and survive. You cannot depend on other people. And this is why the practicality of cooking enables you to be a lot more confident in your own skills of survival and self-subsistence. It's 2 a.m. and you're feeling hungry, go make some macaroni and cheese in your kitchen. You arrive late at home at 2 a.m., drunk after a large night of partying, go make yourself some quesadillas at least so you don't wake up hangover the next day. This enables you to practice a very important skill that is basic for human survival because we all need to eat. And this is the first dimension that you can find within cooking. Now the next dimension, it's that it's a creative outlet. Now some people are good at sports. For example, you like CrossFit, right? It serves as an outlet to get rid of your negative emotions and to gain energy, right? But some people might not be as strong or as fast. Other people, for example, like studying or reading. And you might not have the brains to digest a big, thick book. You might just not like it. And this is why I propose to you that you attempt cooking. Cooking is a creative outlet because it allows you to find creative solutions to cooking your food. And the best thing about it is that once you are done experimenting with your food and the presentation on its plate, as if it served as a blank canvas for your imagination, is that you get to eat it. Is that you get to eat a delicious meal. Now the third reason why I think that you should attempt cooking is that it changes your outlook on life. Because for me at least, cooking makes you look at life like a kitchen. It makes you realize that there's challenges that you need to solve that would require unique solutions and for which you need to use your creativity. Do you know how many different ways there are to cook a carrot, for example? You can broil it, boil it, bake it, mash it, fry it. You can make it into cake. There are dozens of different ways to cook a simple ingredient, and you can use this to make the most of the ingredients that you already have in your home. It makes you trust in your ability to see all the difference that you have available to you in life and use them accordingly so that you can achieve balance. Because life, for me, is a kitchen. And now when I was a little kid, I was a very shy and repressed young man. And I was always clowning around and screaming and running, trying for everyone to put attention to me, because I didn't know other ways to express myself. But when I discovered cooking, I realized that for me that was the best way that I could put food on a plate. And I discovered the best way I know to show other people that I love them, that I appreciate them. Because for me, putting a warm plate of food in front of somebody and for them to take a bite out of it and see their smile or their thank you, that is worth more to me than any amount of money in this world. And that warms my soul up and my heart up like no fire on this earth could do. And I want to end this conversation by sharing with you a phrase that came out of a very excellent movie. Anyone can cook. And this doesn't mean that everyone can be a great chef. It just means that a great chef can come from anywhere. So I want to end this by inviting you to go into your kitchen and try your hand at cooking. Because who knows, you might be the next big thing at cuisine. Thank you very much.